Okay, I was muted. Yay! At least I got it early. Hi. So we're back with All of Us Are Dead. Yeah. You know we can't stick with just one game. We bounce all over the place. That's what we do. Different games, different genres. Different. Every day could be a completely different game. You guys know that. You know me. And eventually, possibly, I'll go back and play the games again, or finish them, or something. So let's get it back into. I don't know where we are.
30분 넘었는데
Oh, that's right. The boys are locked in the room because supposedly one of them is infected, and that one girl was freaking out. And yeah, so they threatened to kick him out in order to save him. All the boys in solidarity locked themselves in the room with him. And they're basically having fun in the other room. Well, everybody else is out here just going, what do we do now? And of course, the girl that threatened to kick him out is like, wait, you guys can't go in there with him? What are we supposed to do? Who's supposed to protect us? It's like, well, you should have thought about that. You didn't. So, now you're stuck. Good luck with that. Anyway. Namra. It's been 30 minutes. Shouldn't we tell him to come out?
그래. 경수도 이상
Yes.
없어 보이고.
Kyung-soo seems to be fine too.
답답할 텐데 얼른 나오라고 해.
He must be sick of sitting there. Tell him to come out.
다들 경수 나오면 오해해서 미안하다고 꼭 얘기하자.
When he comes out, everyone needs to apologize. Got it?
네.
Yes.
경수 얼굴 어떻게 보냐?
How can I face him?
이제 나와.
Come out.
벌써 10분 지났냐?
It's been 10 minutes already?
거의 40분 다 됐어.
It's been almost 40 minutes.
쓸데없는 썰에 내 인생 40분을 낭비하다니.
He just wasted 40 minutes of my life.
그럼 어디 경수 상태 한번 볼까?
Then let's see. How are you looking, Kyung-soo?
어?
Huh? It looks fine to me.
어디 보자. 피 멀쩡, 눈 멀쩡.
I see.
입이랑
Nose
귀도 멀쩡.
fine, eyes fine, mouth and ears fine.
코의 상처도 지혈 다 됐고.
The wound in his nose is pretty much healed.
아, 야야, 아직 아파.
Ow, it still hurts.
오케이, 패스.
Yep, I'll pass.
야, 바지 벗겨. 똥꼬도 확인해. 피똥 질질 쌌을지도 몰라.
What?
내가
We're
너냐?
just ignoring that. I agree. Check your own pants.
장난 그만하고 나가자. 숨이 탁탁 막힌다.
Let's stop screwing around and get out of here. It's getting stuffy.
너희 먼저 나가.
You guys leave first.
왜? 진짜 1시간 채우게?
What? Why? You're gonna stay here for the whole hour?
큰 소리 팡팡 쳤는데 시간이라도 지켜야지.
Yeah, I said I'll stay here for the hour, so I will stay here for the hour.
그런 게 어딨냐?
That's stupid.
남라가 먼저 나오라잖아. 그럼 된 거 아니야?
Namra says to come out. Isn't that enough?
넌 지금까지 다 봤으니까 알 거 아니야.
You saw what happened, right?
못된 버릇 고쳐줄 서로의 기회야.
This is the golden opportunity to teach her a lesson.
못된 버릇?
Her?
아,
Ah,
나연이?
Nayeon?
또 유야무야 넘어가면 저거 완전 시한폭탄 될 거야.
If we show her any sign of uncertainty again, she'll explode.
이거 말고도 뭐 더 있었어?
Again?
얘기하면 길지. 맨수도 여기 못 들어올 뻔했지 아마.
It'll take ages to explain. Like, even you almost didn't make it in here because of her.
먼저 사과를 받아내든 1시간 꽉 채워서 아무 말도 못하게 하든
Either I make her apologize or stay here the entire hour.
내가 결단 낼 거니까 너희는 나가.
I'll have the final word. So, you guys leave.
야, 그럼 우리도 같이 있을게. 까짓 거 20분이야.
Then we'll stay with you. It's only 20 minutes.
아니다.
No.
너희들 계속 있으면 아마 우리 놀다가 나왔다고 난리 칠걸?
If you stay here, she'll go off saying you came out after having fun.
나연이한텐 절대 핑계거리 던져주면 안 돼.
Don't give her any chance to come up with excuses.
경수는?
If it's anything like the manga or the live action, I actually hate what's about to happen, but, you know. What about Kyungsu?
1시간 꼭 채우겠대요. 하여튼 똥꼬집 진짜.
He says he'll stay there for the remaining 20 minutes. Stubborn idiot.
경수 기분 안 나쁘게 잘 얘기했어?
Did you talk to him? Did you manage to calm him down?
경수도 욱해서 손 먼저 나간 거 후회하고 있어.
Yeah, he regrets raising his hand.
그래도 자존심이 있으니까 먼저 사과하긴 그렇고.
But he's got his pride and doesn't want to apologize first.
동시에 사과한다면 알아서 나올 것 같은데?
If they both apologize, then he might come out.
지민아, 같이 들어가서 사과할래? 혼자는 좀 그렇다.
Jaemin, wanna go with me and apologize together? Going in there by myself is a bit, you know.
그래. 나도 찜찜해서 짜증나던 참이야.
Sure, I was feeling bad anyway. But where's the one that actually is supposed to apologize? And what about you, Nayeon? Yep, there she is.
나연아,
Oh, there's a wild pseudo-wudo. Nayeon.
시간이 더 필요할 수도 있겠지만 언젠간 화해해야 해.
You can take your time, but you do have to make up.
망설이다 오해가 깊어지면 점점 더 어려워질 거야.
If you keep it bottled up, it'll eat you up slowly, and it'll be harder to make up.
선생님은 나연이가 잘 결정할 거라고 믿어.
I believe that you'll do the right thing, Nayeon. Kyung-soo stayed in the recording room as the time passed. The tension slowly died off. And thankfully, the air on the broadcasting room returned to normal.
위험했다.
Shoot.
연필 깎냐? 팍팍 힘줘서 깎어 좀.
This isn't a pencil. I need to put more oomph into it.
커터칼이 생각보다 약해서 부러진다고.
This is a box cutter. It's weaker than it looks. It might break it.
이청산 스톱. 손 스톱.
왜?
What?
하, 밴드 열 맞춘 거 보소.
Oh, what's this? The Band-Aid.
이거 남자 솜씨 아니라는데 내 손모가지 건다.
A girl put this on. I bet my life on it.
티나냐?
Is it obvious?
메인 힐러 온조왕께서 친히 치료해주신 성은이 만극한 표식이다.
This is the symbol of the blessing of our main healer. Her Majesty Queen Onjo has blessed me with.
와, 부럽다 새끼.
You're a lucky guy, you know that?
온조대왕님, 저도 안 될까요?
Oh, great Queen Onjo. Can I be graced with the same?
야, 네가 왜 온조한테?
Hey, why should she? Just then, I noticed Soo-hyuk's bare feet. They were full of cuts and stabs. They seemed like to convey what ordeal Soo-hyuk had gone through to get here.
기다려.
Fine, wait here.
여기 앉아.
Sit. Suddenly, Namra appeared with the first aid kit. She pulled him over and sat him down.
소독부터 해야겠다. 따가울 거야.
We're going to have to disinfect it first. It's gonna sting.
고맙다. 앉아.
Thanks, Prez.
맨발로 어딜 뛰어다녔길래 이래?
What have you been up to with these bare feet of yours?
창문 넘다가 유리를 밟았지 뭐야? 따따따.
I was climbing through the window and stepped on the glass.
남나야, 좀만 살살 어?
Namra, go easy on him.
엄살 부릴 거면 앞으론 신발 신어.
If you're gonna be like a crybaby, wear shoes from now on.
신발장에 슬리퍼 있으니까 답답하면 그거라도.
There are slippers in the drawers over there if you find regular shoes to be too stuffy, that is.
네, 반장님 말씀이라면.
Yes, ma'am. I shall comply.
깜짝이야.
What did you say?
먼저 사과했는데 뺨 때린 거 쌩까면 그땐 진짜 가만 안 둘 거야.
I said if I go and apologize to him first, and he doesn't acknowledge this red spot on my cheek, he's done for.
나 지금 제대로 들은 거 맞냐?
Did I hear that right?
나도 그 생각 중이다.
That's my thoughts exactly. She's going to apologize to him first? Nayanis? Sort of. Nayan suddenly taking the initiative caught everyone by surprise. Everyone couldn't help but to stare at her.
야, 나 지금 쪽팔린 거 한계치로 참고 있거든?
I already have enough to deal with.
부담스러운 시선 좀 돌려줄래?
Can you stop staring at me?
갑자기 상처를 왜 벌려?
What are you doing? It hurts. Oh.
가만히 있어. 큰 상처엔 유리 조각 박혀 있는지 잘 봐야 해.
Hold still. Checking whether you've got any shards on your foot.
뭔가 반짝한 것 같은데?
Oh? I think I saw something sparkling.
제대로 뽑아. 골무면 큰일 난대.
Make sure you pull it. It'll get worse if it stays in there.
수혁이 좋아 죽는다.
Oh, look at Soo-hyuk. He's so happy.
맨수 비명도 지를 줄 아네.
I didn't know Barefoot could let out a shriek like that.
남나 짱이다.
Namra, you're the best.
니들 끝나고 보자.
Oh, you're so dead. As soon as the door to the recording room closed with bang, everyone let out a sigh. Can Nayan and Kyung-soo really make up? It's hard to imagine Nayan sincerely apologizing in the first place, but we really wanted them to work out their differences and get along. I need to go rewatch it. I also need to reread it.
와, 2층 시작부터 신몹이야?
This guy. Huh? So second floor spawns new monster?
어이, 나 여기 있다.
Hey,
어이!
I'm here.
2층은 이런 느낌.
So second floor works like this.
영악한 새끼들. 이 방법으로 몇 명이나 잡아먹었는지는 모르겠지만 말이야.
I don't know how many you managed to eat by doing this, but
안타깝게 이 몸은 내 눈을 패시브로 달고 있단다.
unfortunately for you, I'm running Eagle Eye as my passive. Is that a COD reference?
은신목 패턴 따윈 이미 다 꿰고 있다고.
I can see through all surprise attacks.
자, 인식범위에 들어왔으니 우르르 일어나시라.
Alright, you've come within my range. Get up.
아닌가? 내가
No.
무서워서 죽은 척하는 건가?
Am I too terrified? Are you playing dead?
하긴 랩차만이 나면 졸아서 죽은 척도 하고 도망도 가고 그런 게 디테일이지.
I guess some games have those little details where enemies play dead or run away if the level gap is too great.
어이, 소용없어.
Hey,
일어나.
it's pointless. Get up.
공격하든 도망가든 빨리 결정하라고.
Attack me or run away. Just do something.
헐, 레알 시체네?
Huh? It's actually dead?
이야.
Okay, did that fix it or did we lose it? I don't even know what happened. I don't even know when it happened. There's no warning. It was just... Okay. No, it looks like it's still part of the same stream. But it looks like it reset my... Hold on. Get rid of that. Gotta switch it back off of games and demos. I like that this is listed as an RPG. I don't get it. But then again, I am a very firm believer that all video games are RPGs. Technically, because you're playing as someone else. Yeah. That's my reasoning. Look carefully. I bet she's only pretending to before she knuckles the wound. Knuckles the wound?
완전 반듯하고 튼튼하게 딱 발렸다.
She actually put the band-aid on him really nicely. Very neat and clean.
아이언이에게 저런 섬세한 손길이?
I didn't know Nayeon could be so delicate.
아, 싱거운 새끼. 거기서 웃으면 어떡해.
Oh, that idiot. Don't smile.
쉽게 용서해주고 그러면 버릇 나빠진다 할 땐 언제고.
Wasn't he on about how he was going to teach her a lesson?
뒤끝 없는 게 경수 최대 장점이잖냐.
He never holds a grudge. That's one of his good points.
이렇게 쉽게 화해할 거면서 뭘 그렇게 싸웠대?
If they were going to make up so easily, why did they fight in the first place?
다 철이 없어서 그렇지요. 철이.
They're still young. That's why.
나연이 의외네. 절대 먼저 사과 안 할 줄 알았는데.
Nayeon surprised me, though. I thought she's never be the first to grow and apologize.
그래도 이번 일로 느끼는 게 있는 거겠지.
Maybe she learned something from all this. No, she didn't. And Anjo knows. I hate this. Contrary to what we had imagined, Nayeon was talking to Kyung-soo with a smile on her face. As though nothing had ever happened between them. They were chatting. Though they did keep glancing at us every now and then. They were probably telling us to look at them. They probably want to prove that they've done everything they could. Uh-huh.
잠깐만. 경수,
Wait, Kyung-soo. Uh-huh.
씨발 감염된
is infected. Kyung-soo? Kyung-soo is infected? Technically he is, but not the same way. We couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe it, but as we watched Kyung-soo slowly turning in front of us, we couldn't deny it.
경수야,
Kyung-soo,
들리니?
can you hear us?
선생님.
Miss
왜-
Park, how?
정신 차려, 경수야.
Keep it together, Kyung-soo.
왜 말해주지 않으셨어요?
Why didn't you say
왜?
anything? Why? Kyung-soo looked like he was in pain. He clenched his mouth and covered his nose and mouth with his hands to stop the flood of blood rushing from his throat. But it was no use. Blood gushed out between his fingers. There was no time. If he turns into an infected in the recording room, we'll all be in danger. Given time, he'll smash through the window and attack us, probably. We don't know what or when it will happen, but it will. Probably. We have to get him out. Someone has to get him out.
경수야. 미안해.
Kyung-soo,
정말
I'm so
미안해.
sorry. I really am.
선생님.
Miss Park,
정말 미안해. 진정하고 들어줘.
really sorry. Please calm down and listen.
알아요, 선생님. 나갈게요. 제발로
I
나갈게요.
understand, Miss Park. I'll leave. I'll go out myself.
수혁아, 청선아,
Soo,
문 열자.
Chung-sun, open the door.
진짜
I
싫은데 이런 건
don't want to do this.
어쩔 수 없어.
We don't have a choice.
너희들 아직 정신 못 차려? 미쳤어?
Are you all out of your minds?
경수를 나오게 한다고? 좀비 다 된 거 안 보여?
Bring Kyung-soo here? Can't you see? He's a zombie already.
그럼 저 안에서 감염되게 둘 거야?
Then what? Do you want to leave him infected in there?
비켜. 자기 발로 나간다잖아.
Move. He said he'll leave by himself.
거짓말이면 실은 우리 다 죽이려고 거짓말하는 거면
What if it's a lie? What if he's lying to kill us all?
아니 진심이라고 해도 나와서 만변했다고 들어놓으면 그럼 어떡할 건데?
But what if he's telling the truth now? But when he comes out, he changes his mind, huh? What if he refuses to leave them?
이럴 시간 없어. 정신 조금이라도 남았을 때 내보내야 된다고.
We don't have much time. We need to get him out while he's still himself.
내보내잔 말 참 쉽게 한다. 내가
어.
말할 땐 잘도 싶더니
Now you say to get him out. When I said it, you ignored me.
우정이니 뭐니 잘난 척 해봤자 별거 없네.
And you call him your friend. Now look at you. We didn't have the time to argue. There wasn't much time. He's got to go by himself. 100%.
이나연 비켜 제발.
Nayeon, move, please.
싫어. 내가 왜?
No, why should I?
온주야, 밀어.
Honjo, push.
놔. 나 다 죽는다고. 경수한테 다 죽는다고.
Let me go. Everyone's gonna die. He's gonna kill us all.
문 연다. 모두 물러서.
I'm opening the door. Everyone get back.
내가 나갈게.
I'll go.
내가
I... Please, Kyung-soo. Don't come this way, Kyung-soo. However cruel, we wanted Kyung-soo's last moments to be over as soon as possible. Frightened, we kept our distance and watched on. We didn't want him to waste any moment leaving. Kyung-soo seemed to have read our minds. He kept his eyes on the window. As he took a step outside the window, Kyung-soo turned to us. Seemed like he wanted to savor the last sight with his eyes. From his reddened eyes, blood ran down his cheeks. No, it was tears mixed with blood. Just then, I remembered that I hadn't told him. I hadn't told him that I'm sorry. That I couldn't tell him the truth about Hyo-jong. That I'm sorry I lied to him. I should have told him that I saw her. I couldn't say it.
원조야, 수여가 고맙다.
Honjo, Soo-hyuk. Thanks.
뭐가?
For what?
뭐가? 대체 뭐가
For
고마운데?
what? Why?
같이 살기로 해놓고 같이 나가기로 해놓고
We promised to be together. We promised that we'd leave here together.
이제 와서 너 버리겠다는
Now
나한테
I'm abandoning you.
너 밀어버리려고
I'm pushing you away.
대체 뭐가 고맙다는 건데 이 새끼야?
So what could you possibly be thankful for? Kyung-soo smiled.
정산아,
Chung-san,
실은 효정이 알고 있었대.
Hyo-jong said she knew.
너 지금
You... That's... What?
그러니까 네 마음도 알고 있을 거야.
So... I'm sure she knew what was on your mind back then.
너 다신 여기 오지 마.
Don't come back here ever again.
이제 그만하라고.
Stop it. Stop all of it. What are you
뭘
talking about?
말이야?
아무 말도 못 할 거면서.
You aren't even going to say it?
맨날 막차 끊겨서 2시간씩 집까지 걸어가는 거.
Every night you spend 2 hours walking back home.
그런 의미 없는 짓 그만두라고.
This is ridiculous. It's pointless. Stop it.
아, 알고 있었어?
You knew?
누굴 바보로 알아?
Do you think I'm stupid?
며칠 그러다 말겠지 했는데 끈질기네 진짜.
Thought you'd just do that for a few days and stop. But no, you kept on.
사람 힘들게.
It's driving me crazy.
미안해.
Sorry?
누가 미안하단 말 듣지?
Sorry? That's not what I wanted to hear.
야, 너 바보냐? 호구 똥멍청이야?
Jeez, you really are an idiot. A gutless, spineless idiot.
애들 앞에선 그렇게 나대고 떠들더니 진짜 벙어리야.
You put on airs when you're in front of your friends, but when you're with me, you're dumb.
아니 난 그냥
No, that's just...
내가 미쳤지. 진짜 미쳤어.
Maybe I'm the crazy one. Honestly. Hyo-jong?
진짜 더는 자존심 상해서 힌트 같은 거 없으니까 알아서
Honestly.
해.
I won't give you any more hints. Make your own judgment.
고마워. 진짜 고마워.
Thanks. Thank you, Hyo-jong.
기억해. 뒤에서 남 험담하지 않는 남자.
Remember this. A guy who doesn't speak behind my back.
진짜 용감해야 할 때 용감한 남자.
A guy who, when the need arises, becomes courageous.
세상에서 나만 생각해주는 남자.
A guy who thinks of me and only me.
내 남자친구는 그랬으면 좋겠다.
That's the kind of guy I want as my boyfriend. And now we're back to zombie.
처음으로 여자친구가 생겼는데
For the first time in my life, I got a girlfriend.
인생 뭐 이러냐?
How could life be so cruel?
효정아, 찾으러
효정.
갈게.
I'm coming. Yep, that was what you thought it was.
경수야! 이
Kyung-soo!
새끼 진짜 갔냐?
He's gone. He's really gone.
미안하다.
I'm sorry.
경수야.
I'm so sorry, Kyung-soo. Kyung-soo kept his promise to leave by himself. So when are we going to get her? It's coming up. She's going to get hers. 100%. And I think it's Namra that calls her out. I think. Again, it's been a long time since I've seen her read, so... We stood by the window, watching Kyung-soo, who was now on the ground. We watched on, tears falling down our cheeks. In our minds, we could still hear him, searching for Hyojong. We still couldn't accept that Kyung-soo was gone. When Kyung-soo rose up, so did our hopes. But in the end, Kyung-soo didn't come back. He loitered around the school like other infected, growling and making terrifying sounds. Began to aimlessly hobble around. Except that, unlike the other infected who were attracted to light and sound, Kyung-soo walked on and away until we couldn't see him again. As though he had left to find Hyojong. Goodbye, my dear friend Kyung-soo.
봤지? 내 말이 맞았지?
See? I told you so. Oh, I can't wait for you to get yours.
아까 나한테 뭐라고 한 애들 이제부터 아닥해라.
Whoever said I was wrong, time to keep your mouth shut. Got it? Now Hyun was still being herself. Even when everyone was in despair, her face glowed with triumph over the fact that she was correct, that she won. In that moment, Na-yeon seemed like a monster.
오케이, 수사 종료.
Okay, investigation over.
자, 그럼 지금부터 수사 결과를
Then I
발표하겠습니다.
shall reveal what I have uncovered.
피해자들은 모두 깨진 유리 조각이 찔려 과다 출혈로 사망.
The victims were stabbed by broken shards of glass and consequently bled to death.
여자는 목이 찔려 한 방에 훅 갔고
The girl was stabbed on the neck and died instantly.
남자는 배때기가 찔려 천천히 도트댐으로 다이.
The boy was stabbed in the guts and took dot before passing away.
여기서 중요한 건 둘 다 흉기인 듯 보이는 유리 조각을 손에 쥐고 있다는 점.
Now this is the important bit. Both of them are holding the murder weapon, a glass shard, in their hands.
정황과 증거로 봤을 때 이 사건은 시정에 의한 더블 KO로 판명됩니다.
Looking at the crime scene and the evidence. Oh wow, I didn't even say that. I surmise that this was a double KO of passion. I didn't even see you throw a Pokeball, lab rat. I'm so sorry, your name is blending into the screen. Also, hi.
명탐정 귀남님, 좀 알아듣게 설명해 주시죠.
Detective Kainam, I don't understand. Please elaborate.
아하, 이거 수사 기밀인데? 뭐 기분이다.
Anything further is classified. Well, whatever.
그러니까 원한 관계든 남녀 관계든 둘이서 뭔가를 하다가
In other words, maybe they hated each other. Or a couple, or whatever. They were doing something.
빡친 여자가 홧김에 남자 뽀뽀를 요래 쥐를 습기로 담궈버리고
The girl, in a fit of rage, went stabby stab with his belly and gave him the bleeding effect.
딸피로 다운되는 걸 본 여자가 방심하고 돌아선 사이에
Seeing how he fell down bleeding, she let her guard down and turned around and
남자가 동기어진 스킬을 시전에 벌떡 일어나서 확
he used the last drop of his mana to use his ultimate attack and went blam.
백스텝으로 여자 모가지에 크리티컬 히트를 장려시켰다.
He used backstab, I'm assuming that's supposed to be backstab, and landed a critical hit on her neck.
라고 보통 사람들은 생각했겠죠.
That is what a normal person would conclude.
그런데 어쩌나
But what do you know?
영화에서 보니 이런 걸 증거의 홍수라고 부르더군요.
In movies, they have all this mountain of evidence.
아니, 조작된 현장이라고 해야 하나?
Or should I just call this a tampered crime scene?
그렇지 않나요? 범인 씨?
Isn't that right, Mr. Culprit?
알아서 기어 나오라고 생쇼까지 해줬는데
I thought I gave you plenty of time to come out. I even did a show for you.
계속 숨어 있으면 진짜 죽여버린다.
If you keep hiding, I'll kill you for reals.
다들 입 있으면 말 좀 해봐. 변하면 먼저 먹히겠다는 사람이 누구더라?
Don't you have tongues? Who was it that said they'll be first to be eaten when he turns?
근데 이걸 어째? 정작 너네 살린 건 나네?
Oh, what do you know? I saved all of you.
여기서 아무도 모르게 경수 좀비 됐어 봐.
What if he silently turned into a zombie, huh? What then?
와, 볼만 했겠다, 그지?
Oh, that'd have been a sight to see, you know? For a long time, Nayan's boast didn't stop. She knew that no one was listening to her, that no one wanted to listen to her. But her self-contentious monologue didn't show any signs of stopping.
아이씨, 저게 뭐래 진짜?
What's she on about?
지금 경수 생각만 해도 미안해서 미치겠는데 저러고
Great.
싶나?
Feeling bad enough with Kyung-soo. And now she really wants to rub it in?
야, 그래도 니들 같이 들어가 있을 때 변했으면 어쩔 뻔했냐?
Hey, still, we should count ourselves lucky he didn't turn when you two went in.
너랑 사과하러 갔을 땐 어떻고?
And what if he turned when we went in to apologize?
그때 그랬으면 나 진짜 심장마비로 먼저 죽었을지도 몰라.
If he turned then, I might have died of a heart attack.
줄 같은 거 타고 오는 게 아니었는데 진짜
I shouldn't have come down on a rope.
내가 괜히 여기 오는 바람에 경수가
It's because I came here that Kyung-soo...
야, 그런
Hey,
말이 어딨냐?
stop it.
나야말로 한 방에 찔러서 떨어뜨리기만 했어.
I should have stabbed him in one strike.
경수 겁 많은 새끼가 나설 리는 없었을 텐데.
If I had done that, Kyung-soo wouldn't have had to approach it.
근데 나연이 쟤 왜 자꾸 아까부터 좀비 거리냐?
So, Nayeon, why does she keep saying zombie?
그 말 안 쓰기로 해놓고
I thought we agreed to not use that word. Oh no, that's right. I think it's Minra that's about to drop the hammer. Everyone felt guilty about what happened to Kyung-soo. His friends who fought against the infected felt guilty they couldn't protect him. His friends who stayed back and watched felt guilty that Kyung-soo died on their behalf. Our farewell with Kyung-soo weighed heavy on our hearts.
남나, 너 거기 있었어?
Namra, what are you doing there? Here we go.
나연아,
Nayeon,
아 왜?
what?
미쳤어, 체났나?
What are you doing, Namra?
뭔데 그래?
What? What is it? Guess what that is, everybody? We're going to learn just how much we dislike this character and why what she did that made us feel that way.
뭘 그렇게 놀래?
What are you surprised for?
이거 감염자 피잖아. 경수 피.
This is infected blood. Kyung-soo's blood.
녹음실에서 가져온 거 맞지? 경수한테서 떨어진 거지?
This is from the recording room, right? It must have fallen off Kyung-soo.
그런가 보네.
Looks like it.
만지지 마. 경수처럼 되고 싶어?
Don't touch it. Do you want to become like him?
설마 너 벌써 만졌어? 너도 감염자야?
Or have you touched it already? Are you infected as well now?
피 완전히 말랐는데?
The blood, it's completely dry.
말라도 바이러스는 살 수 있잖아.
This shouldn't matter. The virus might still be alive.
정말? 이 정도 소량으로도
Really?
감염이 돼?
With this little amount?
좀비 피잖아. 많고 적고가 무슨 상관이야?
Zombie blood. What does it matter how much of it's there?
어떻게 그렇게 확신해?
And how come you're so certain?
혹시
Have you
해봤니?
tried it?
뭐?
What?
뭐야 이게?
What are you saying? Namra, unfazed, stares straight into Na-yeon's eyes. Na-yeon's eyes darted around her in fear.
해보다니.
Tried it?
남나답지 않게 그게 무슨 소리니?
That doesn't sound like you, Namra. What are you talking about?
상황이 안 좋을수록 더욱 함부로 의심하면 안 돼. 또
He wasn't
디수처럼
bitten.
상처에 감염자 피가 튀지도 않았었어요.
And unlike Daisoo, his wound wasn't exposed to infected blood.
아까 손가락 만졌잖아. 그걸로 감염된 거라고.
He touched the finger. That's how he must have got infected.
아니, 만지는 걸로 감염 안 돼.
No, touching alone doesn't infect you.
확실해? 수요가?
Are you sure, Soo-hyuk?
네. 여기 오는 길에 감염자한테 완전히 붙잡혔던 선배도 있어.
Yes, on my way here, one of my friends had been grabbed by an infected.
전혀 감염되지 않았어.
She turned out fine.
저도 감염자 잡아 넘기고 발로 차면서 여기까지 왔는 거요.
I also came all the way here by kicking and throwing the infected.
사람마다 다르지.
Everyone's different.
아까 지민이도 상처에 뭔가 튀어서 감염될 수 있다고 의심했잖아.
Jimin also suspected that a bit of blood might have splattered on his wound.
그건 조심하자는 얘기였지. 어딜 갖다 붙여?
I said to be careful. Don't you put words in my mouth.
그래 좋아. 불확실한 건 빼자.
Yeah, fine. Let's put aside what we don't know.
그 다음은 시간.
The next one is time.
40분 동안 문제없던 경수가 나연이 들어간 뒤 10분 만에 증세가 나타난 건?
For 40 minutes, Kyung-soo was fine. But as soon as Na-yeon entered the room, it took him 10 minutes to show symptoms.
우리가 예상하고 있던 감염 시간에 딱 맞게.
The very time we estimated.
씨. 현주도 30분 걸렸다며. 경수도 그거라고.
You said Hyunju took 30 minutes. Kyung-soo mustn't have been any different. Na-yeon's voice was getting sharper. Her nervousness was close to fear than frustration.
수혁아, 하나만 물을게.
So-hyuk, I'll just ask you this.
뭐든지.
Anything.
너 나올 때 경수 상처에서 피 계속 나고 있었어?
When you came out, was Kyung-soo's wound still bleeding?
아니, 나오면서 확인했어. 완전히 지혈된 거.
I checked it before I left. The bleeding had stopped completely.
그럼 어디서 이렇게 많은 피가 묻었을까?
Then how did this get so bloodied, I wonder?
피토하면서 묻었겠지.
It probably got all bloodied when he threw up blood.
잠깐만. 이상한데?
Wait, something's not right.
이상하다니?
What's not right?
상처에 밴드를 붙이면 상처 따라 피가 폼에 뭉치게 돼 있어.
If you put Band-Aid on a wound, The blood on the pad tend to form together.
이렇게 얇게 펼쳐지진 않아.
It doesn't spread out like this. Not to mention,
아까 분명히 경수 상처에 반듯하게 밀착해서 붙였었잖아?
didn't you put the band-aid on him? Like, really carefully?
그럼 접착부에 피가 묻을 수 없는데.
Then there shouldn't be blood on the adhesive.
딱 한 가지 방법이 있지.
There's only one answer.
붙이기 전에 묻힌다. 문질러.
She rubbed it on before putting the band-aid on him.
문질러?
Rubbed
설마
it? No way. Yep.
너 저기에다
You. On the band-aid. Na-yeon looked like she was cornered. She looked terrified. But like she was also looking for words to defend herself with. And then, her expression changed. She was changing tactics.
그래. 피는 내가 묻혔다.
Yeah, I rubbed the blood on it, so what?
희나연 너!
Na-yeon, you!
안돼 청산아!
No, stop, Chung-san.
밴드에 피 좀 묻혔다고 감염된다는 증거 있어?
What? Have you got proof that you can get infected by having a little blood on the band-aid? Huh?
증거! 이리 와! 너한테 붙여서 증명해줄게!
Proof? Come here, I'll put it on you and prove it.
그만둬 이청산.
Just stop it, Chung-san.
가까이 오지 마.
Don't come near me.
내가 감염됐다고 분명히
told you.
말했잖아.
He got
그리고
infected,
수수께끼 좀비 됐잖아.
and Kyung-soo, he got turned into a zombie.
그게 팩트야. 팩트가 있는데 왜 시민돼?
It's a fact. It's what happened. What are you looking at me for?
말 똑바로 해! 감염된 게 아니라 네가 감염시킨 거잖아!
Get your facts right. He wasn't infected. You infected him.
그게 뭐? 감염되든 시키든 경수 좀비 된 거 맞잖아.
So what? He's a zombie. He's an infected.
결과적으로 내 말이 맞은 거잖아.
In the end, I was right.
그럼 내가 이긴 거야. 니들이 거짓말한 거라고.
I won. You guys are all liars. Na-yeon didn't stop shouting. Is she aware of the words coming out of her mouth? Every word that came out of her mouth made Chung-san... No, it made everyone more and more furious. If left be, someone might do something they'll regret.
닥쳐 이 살인자!
Shut up, you murderer.
안 돼.
Stop,
그만.
please.
여기서 더 이상 누구도 죽거나 다쳐선 안 돼.
No more. We can't let anyone get hurt or die anymore.
그럼 경수는 억울해서 어떡하라고!
Then what about Kyung-soo? He died like a dog.
알아. 아니, 우린 너만큼 경수를 모르니까 네 맘 알 수 없을지도 몰라.
No, I understand. No, I didn't know Kyung-soo like you did, so maybe I don't.
하지만 나연이 똑같이 맞는다고 달라지는 건 없어.
But doing the same to Na-yeon wouldn't change anything.
나도 나연이 용서할 마음 없어. 절대로.
I can't forgive her. I can never.
하지만 우리도 똑같이 살인자가 되면 안 되잖냐?
But we can't become murderers like her.
나연이 너도.
Na-yeon, you too.
이건 정신 차리라는 뜻이야.
You need to get a grip,
경수가 했던 것처럼.
like Kyung-soo did. Miss Park, right? Slapped her?
야, 같은 살인자끼리 칼 겨루고 그러는 거 아니다.
Hey, we're both murderers. Stop pointing that knife at me.
생긴 건 멍청해가지고 어떻게 눈치챈 거야?
You look pretty dumb. How'd you figure it out?
아, 그게 궁금하셨다.
Ah, that's what you want to know?
딱 보면 모르냐?
Isn't it obvious?
얘네 유리를 이렇게 자꾸 찔렀으면 박히기 전에 자기 손도 다 잘랐겠지.
Not to mention, the glass would have shattered before stabbing with it. Unless the window was made out of metal.
애초에 금속이 아니면 저렇게 깊게 박히기 전에 깨졌을걸.
Unless they were made out of metal, the glass would have shattered before stepping.
네가 들고 있는 졸라 간지나는 그 칼 같은 게 아니면 말이야.
Unless they were stabbed with that cool-looking knife of yours, that is.
자세히도 봤네.
Nice eyes you got there.
뭐처럼 색다른 콘텐츠인데 집중해야지.
Yeah. Well, this content is new. I need to focus.
그럼 이번엔 내가 질문할 차례.
Then my turn to ask a question.
느낌 어땠냐? 짜릿하고 죽이지?
How was it? Awesome, right?
무슨 느낌?
How was what?
아, 선수끼리 왜 이러실까?
Oh, come on. We're both players here.
푹 찌를 때 손만 말이야.
You stabbed them. How did it feel?
사람 찌르는 맛이 아예 몰랐으면 몰랐지. 한번 맛본 사람은 절대 못 잊는 거거든.
You don't know what it feels like to stab someone until you stab someone. And once you do, you don't forget it.
타격감이 남다르다니까.
Like, it just feels different, no?
미친 새끼.
You're crazy.
처음엔 무서웠고 두 번째는 무감각. 됐어?
First one was terrifying. Second, I felt nothing. Happy?
무감각? 그럴 리가 없는데.
You felt nothing? No way.
손맛은 모르겠지만
My hands didn't feel anything.
죽을 때까지 살려달라고 울상짓는 얼굴은 볼만했지.
But the face they made as they begged for their life, crying their eyes out until they died. That was worth something.
와, 완전 변태네. 죽어가는 놈이랑 아이 컨택?
You're off your rocker. You stared right at them as they died?
안 돼?
What? Why can't I?
너 진짜 마음에 든다.
Oh, I like you.
나 이제부터 학교 돌면서 사냥할 건데 나랑 같이 할래?
I'm gonna go hunting around the school. Wanna join my party?
수작 부릴 거면 꺼져.
If you're planning something funny, no.
야, 너 지금 누구의 제안을 거절한 줄 알아?
Hey, do you know who you're talking to?
관종? 안무랑
나 주인공이야. 좀비한테 물려도 부활하는 주인공.
I am the main character here. I respawn even after zombies bite me.
지랄.
이거 뭐
Well,
진짜 보여줘야 믿겠지.
seeing is believing.
오, 폴링 성공.
Oh, aggro successful.
뭐 하는 거야 이 미친 새끼야.
What are you doing, you psycho?
거기 뭐야? 양밀 학살이지.
Isn't it obvious? Massacring a bunch of innocents.
제 말이 틀렸어요? 제가 경수 감염 안 됐다고 했어요?
Did I say something wrong? Did I ever say Kyung-soo wasn't infected?
전 처음부터 감염됐다고 했고 진짜 감염됐잖아요.
I always said he's infected, and look, he was infected.
나연아, 네가 생각하고 싶은 대로만 생각하지 말고.
Now, Yon, stop saying whatever's in your head.
나연이 좀 봐. 끝까지 잘못 인정 안 하네.
Look at her. She won't acknowledge that she was wrong.
저거 나연이 SNS 필살기잖아.
It's how she is on her socials, too.
논리로 밀리면 믿고 싶은 것만 팩트라고 아득바득 우겨대고서는
If she loses on logic, she stubbornly argues what she believes to be a fact.
상대가 질려서 가버리면 정신승리.
If her opponent gets sick of her and leaves, she's in the victor.
난 지금 당장이라도 나연이 밖으로 내던져서 경수랑 똑같이 해주고
Still
싶은
want to throw her
마음은
out the
그대로야.
window. Treat her how she treated him.
잘 참았어, 청산아.
I know, Chung-san. I know.
그래. 그런다고 달라질 게 뭐 있냐?
Yeah, but that won't change anything.
일단 다들 살자. 살아서 학교 밖으로 나가자.
Let's first all survive. Let's get out of the school.
나연이 벌하는 건 그 다음이야.
Then we can punish her.
야, 그보다 이 밴드 좀 어떻게 해봐.
Hey, do something about the band-aid.
혹시 모르고 밟기라도 할까봐 무섭다.
terrified that someone might step on it or
왜
something.
날 봐? 나도 무섭다고.
Don't look at me. I'm scared too.
알았어.
Fine. Namra picked up the band-aid like it was nothing. And she folded it up and threw it away. Weird. We were gobsmacked her by her nonchalance.
넌 진짜 감염되는 거 안 무섭냐?
Aren't you afraid of getting infected?
밴드가 왜 무서워?
Just scary about a band-aid.
저기 묻은 피로도 감염된다는 거 증명됐잖아.
We learned that blood can infect someone.
아, 저거 요오드야. 빨간 약.
That's iodine.
나연이 속인 거야?
Did you trick her?
경수 밴드에 묻은 피 보고 이상하다 생각했던 건 맞아.
Did see blood on Kyungsu's band-aid. I found that to be odd.
그래서 감염 경로, 시간, 가능성 다 따져보니
So then when I thought about the infection process, time, and possibility,
밴드에 뭔가 하는 방법밖엔 없더라고.
the only way it would have been plausible is if she meddled with the band-aid.
근데 유일한 증거는 경수가 붙이고 가버렸고
But the vital evidence was gone with Kyungsu.
말로 아무리 해봤자 이리저리 빠져나갈 게 뻔하니까.
No matter what I say, it was obvious she'd wiggle out of it.
혹시 나연이 아니기라도 했으면 어쩌려고.
What if it wasn't her, though?
못 느꼈어? 경수 그렇게 되고부터 나연이
Didn't you
엄청
sense it?
초조해했잖아.
When Kyung-soo became that, Nayeon was being restless.
그랬나? 내 기억은 좀비밖에 없는데.
밴드 던지자마자 기겁하는 거 보고 확신했고.
Oh well, we just skipped a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. As soon as I threw the band-aid at her, she almost fainted. That confirmed it.
그거 다 계산하고 한 거구나. 대단하다.
You calculated all that? Amazing. Because of Kyung-soo's infection, I didn't have time to even think about anything else. But looking back, Nayeon was acting very odd. She didn't want Kyung-soo to come out of the recording room. She hated the very idea of being stuck in the same area as infected. So would she have advocated to send him out first? Perhaps she was afraid that Kyung-soo would use his last moments of clarity to tell everyone the truth. Not to mention, she'd never be the first one to apologize to him. Only if we pushed her. She'd begrudgingly throw an apology and leave right away. Yet not only did she put a band-aid on him, she stayed there chatting with him for almost 10 minutes. She wasn't insulting him or making snide remarks. She was just talking to him as if it was normal. He even smiled. And while they were chatting, she kept glancing at us. Finally, Kyung-soo's looked impression. Oh, we're down here again. I don't know if we skipped anything else. I'm sorry.
봤느냐? 이것이 좀비 헌터.
Did you see that? This is the power of the zombie hunter.
미친, 몇 방을 물린 거야?
Psycho. How many times have you been bitten?
어? 이 정도는 귀수 아닌가?
Huh? This is but a scratch.
죽으려고 환장했구나 너. 한 방만
You
물려도
got a death
좀비행이야.
wish, don't you? All it takes is one bite to turn into a zombie.
그러네.
Told you I'm fine. What?
괜찮긴 개뿔.
Fine?
걔 미친 새끼. 죽으려면 나가서 죽어.
If you're gonna die, get out.
또 레버비.
Another level up?
그래.
Very
잘
well.
숨어 있어라.
Hide.
모처럼 파티원인데 준비되면 곤란하지.
We are in the same party. Be inconvenient if you became a zombie.
미친. 좀비한테 지랄하네.
Zombie hunter. Why am I stuck with his crazy butt?
잘 숨어 있는데 들어가서 패 아주.
I was hiding out well by myself, and here he comes in, causing all sorts of trouble.
조용히 꺼져라 제발. 스토커처럼 교실에 붙어있지 말고.
Please just go away. Don't be like a stalker. Get out of the classroom.
씨발.
좀비 되고도 기억하는 거야?
He's a zombie. How can he retain his memories?
진짜 걔 욕감이 진짜.
Uh,
꺼지라고.
go away, get out.
부활하셨다.
I have respawned.
그래서 이틀 후에야 구조 활동이 시작되긴 할 건데.
So the rescue will start in 2 days.
학교는 언제 올지 모른다.
Okay. But we don't know when they'll come to school.
그게 현재까지 발표된 내용이야.
Yeah, so far that's what they said.
시간 꽤 지났는데 또 뭐
But
없어?
that's
정확하게
ages ago,
대피소가
right?
어디로 정해졌다든지
anything else? Like where they're gonna set up shelters?
목표가 있어야 계획을 세우지.
They need an objective to come up with a plan.
전혀. 혹시나 해서 계속 비상 라디오 주파수를
Oh,
맞춰놓고
we even
있는
fiddled
거야.
around with the frequency just in case.
쉽게 결정할 수 없는 문제겠지.
They probably can't decide that easily. The broadcasting room was the safest place in the school. And was the best place to wait for rescue. That hadn't changed. But after what happened to Kyung-soo, slowly we began to change. Even if no one comes here, someone might die. Anything could happen to anyone, at any time, anywhere. We wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, jump into the arms of our parents who were waiting for us. Only a few hours ago, we were having a normal day. The thing that haunted us all was out of this hopeless situation. We couldn't do anything but wait.
야, 이제 누군가 솔직히 털어놓을 때가 되었다.
Now's the time to confess.
여기 비밀 요원이 누구냐?
Who's the secret here?
무슨 뚱딴지 같은 소리?
What are you
비밀 요원?
spouting now? Secret
아
agent?
왜? 에리나 소설 보면 이런 위기 때 꼭 정체를 숨기고 잠입한 요원들 하나씩 있잖아.
You know, in animator stories, times like these, there's always someone who's being secretive, but gets caught in the end.
아니면 비밀 집단의 러브콜을 받고 있지만 가입하지 않은 엄청난 잠재력의 소유자라든지.
Or like they're communicating with some super secret society, but they actually are holders of some amazing powers that hasn't awoken yet.
뭔 소린가 했다.
What are you talking about?
엄청난 전투 실력으로 괴물들을 쓸어버리고
They have ridiculous powers that would rip monsters apart. Sorry, I'm trying not to skip.
세상에 혼란을 불러오려는 흑막
And
악당들을
they
물리칠
fend off
실력자여.
insidious villains who cause chaos.
매수 너냐?
Barefoot, is it
정산이
you?
너 솔직히 말해.
Chongsan? Be honest.
원조인가?
No, is it Onjo?
누구든 상관없다. 얼른 본부에 연락하고 동료를 불러와.
현실은 시궁창이다 임마.
왜 내 친구 중엔 초능력자 하나 없냐?
If such a hero did actually exist, if life was like a comic, how great would that be?
아참, 너네 그거 아냐? 감염자들 시체는 안 먹는다.
The infected donate corpses.
감염자들끼리도 안 먹고.
They don't eat each other either.
그걸 모르는 사람이 어딨냐?
It's amazing.
지들끼리 먹어치웠다면 제일 센 놈 하나만 남았게?
If they ate each other, only the strongest ones will be alive.
아닌데? 이석이 분명히 천인이를...
Sure, you did all that. Because if you didn't do all that, you couldn't have done the third thing without.
아, 그땐 변하기 전이었나?
잠깐. 그럼 먹긴 하는 감염자들끼리는
혹시
그러고 보니
일단 하나하나 모아가다 보면 우리 나름대로 대응책을 세울 수 있을지도.
Ta-da! Maybe if we put together every little thing we know, we can create a guidebook or something. Alright.
수혁이가 우리보다 본 게 많을
So
거니까.
Hyuk would have seen more stuff than us. Okay, let's save. We wanted to keep going. We wanted this to go a little faster. We wanted to do a little bit longer. But as you can tell, exhaustion is a horrible thing. So, thank you everyone. Have a wonderful evening. And we will see you all tomorrow.